Recently you got awarded as, what's that award? There is something very special about that award which I would probably, you would, and it's a national award.
So that's when I got this opportunity with Center Square Mall. When we launched the Cinepolis, the 11 screen multiplex, something new for Kerala.
We have relaunched Center Square 2.0. I think this was done a year back.
Today, what you see is a state of art, contemporary,
Right.
completely new. So we did not just repair.
Welcome to another episode of Bridgeway Talks. We are in Cochin, the financial capital of Kerala. And we have all the good reasons to be here today because this is the first time we are shooting a podcast in Cochin, and we are shooting it in this fantastic location in Kochi, which is called as the Coast. Now, there is a story behind Coast, which I think our next guest today, who we are trying to bring you to the podcast, will tell you about Coast in a bit. So we, as Bridgeway, we have a very big shopping mall in Kochi. It's part of the Bridgeway real estate division, and it's called as the Center Square Mall, located right in the center of Kochi in MG Road. And we are going to today talk to, under our series of introducing the leadership team of Bridgeway, today we're going to talk to the person who actually runs the show over here day in and day out. And it is super exciting because I know what retail is all about. Been part of retail throughout my life, I know what retail is all about. So I think today is going to be very special because the person who we are going to talk is been part of this exciting mall, the Center Square Mall, right from its inception. So without taking much time, let me introduce you to Blisson Antony. Hi Blisson, how are you? And welcome to Bridgeway Talks.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure. Always, especially with you. And congratulations to you once again. I think this is my first podcast participation ever. So I think
So anyway, so we have this thing of introducing the leadership team of Bridgeway because Bridgeway as a group, as a conglomerate, we have multiple businesses, and we just don't stick on to one. So you being part of one of our prime business, a retail business, which is actually the face of Bridgeway in Kerala, is the Center Square Mall. So I would like to know from you all about this mall, how it happened, because I think you were there in this mall right from the beginning of 2012 when it was inception, when it was set up, and today where you are sitting over here in 2020.
So it is right. So I have started my career in Bangalore. So till about 2012, I was working in Bangalore, and that's when I got an opportunity to come back to Kerala because I belong to this place. And I always wanted to work in the place where I belong to. So that's when I got this opportunity with Center Square Mall. So 2012, we as a team came to this place, and we were actually doing the setup of this place. So for almost a year, we did the fit outs and bringing in all the brands and getting ready for the launch. 2013, on September 5th, our respected chairman's birthday. On that day, we launched this shopping mall.
Fantastic.
Ever since, it has been a great experience, and we had a great launch. And after that, the next biggest milestone was in 2015 when we launched the Cinepolis, the 11 screen multiplex, which was something new for Kerala because Kerala had multiplex, but not at this scale of 11 screens. And Cinepolis being...
Oh, you have 11 screens, huh?
We have 11 screens, and Cinepolis being an international chain, it added a lot more excitement and the whole thing.
Okay.
So I was part of the mall as an operations manager's capacity. So a lot of great learning under great leadership. And in 2017, I actually left this place. With the learning, I got this opportunity to become a shopping mall manager elsewhere.
Okay.
So I was there for some time, but then between that time, I think we had some bad time at Center Square Mall. Of course, most of us know that the cinema license had a challenge, and therefore the multiplex had to closed the operations for some years. And in 2022, with the hard work of the promoters and the team during that time, all of them put together got the licenses back, and with a lot of corrections and investments, in 2022 the multiplex came back
Okay.
in operation.
So I think generally during that period when the COVID had hit, generally the entire retail business started going down, right? So I think off late, I think we have relaunched Center Square Mall as Center Square 2.0. I think this was done a year back, right? A year or two back, and it is 2 years back. And the relaunch was basically to change the way. So how different is the 2.0 from the 1.0? So if I may call that, Center Square 1.0 to 2.0, what are the big changes? What do you see?
So, like I said, the comeback of Cinepolis has actually given a lot of confidence. So that's when I also got this opportunity to rejoin Center Square Mall in the same team, and there was great vision by the promoters that they wanted to do a lot of things to remodel this entire place. So that's when we together came up with this idea called Center Square Mall 2.0. So 2.0 is nothing but a completely transformed version.
Okay.
With the same building, but then we did a lot of beautification, the cosmetic changes. Also, we reworked on the facilities what is there in the mall. So basically, the restrooms are completely brand new.
Okay.
You see, compared to 2.1, which is obviously an old design.
Right.
Today, what you see is a state of art, contemporary,
Right.
completely new. So we did not just repair; we completely broken
Changed
it and made as
You also got a brand new food court, right?
of course, we got a food court. So the F&B business post COVID has been making a lot of waves. So we realized that we are located on MG Road, centrally located. So definitely we have to create a great facility for people to come and relax and choose all their favorite food, cuisine, and all that. So we have increased the size, double the size actually of the capacity. So we have now more kitchens, more seating capacity, a better ambience, a new design. So everything got in place. So now what you're seeing is a completely brand new version.
Yeah.
This is basically 2.0.
Okay.
In addition to that, we have we have changed the elevators. Now we have a connection from basement to the ground floor. Earlier it wasn't the case. Earlier there was only one way of vertical movement, that was elevators. But now we have got escalators connecting from basement to ground floor.
Right.
So that actually makes the life.
So I think there are a lot of modernization which has
Absolutely.
happened from the version 1 to the version 2.
Yes.
Lot of modernization, lot of aesthetic changes within this thing, I think a lot of convenience factors added for the public. So when I started this podcast, I told that we are doing this shoot in a place called Coast. Now, give us what Coast is. We spoke about the food court, but I want you to tell me what Coast
So we
is.
named it Coast. See, I mean, Kerala as a state, it's a coastal state. So one side of the state is completely filled with ocean. So, and Kochi being the queen of Arabian Sea, and we are not that far from the sea. So we had this idea that let's make this place, which is quite synonymous to the coastal feel. So that's when we thought, okay, let's have a bluish theme and then name.
No, but I think it's very unique to have. So I have very rarely seen, very rarely, I don't even remember where I have seen a mall having a branded food court. Generally you have a food court. If you go to another mall, you generally have a food court, but you have a branded. People come to the Coast today.
It's very important because see, food court is actually an anchor brand by itself.
Right.
If you have, of course, you have multiple brands within that, but then food court has to have its own power to pull people. So people should definitely reckon the place with a brand name. That's when we thought this is a very apt name, and then that's how we concluded and narrowed down to this particular name.
Okay.
We had a lot of names in debate for the sake of the debate. But then finally we thought there's nothing better.
And I think it's because I've been going around the food court, and I think you have every possible cuisine, right from Western to Chinese to, I think, you have even a Japanese cuisine within the food court area, right?
Yes.
And I think even the seating, you have made it more I would say profession friendly. People can come over here, sit, work, which is a typical, which typically doesn't happen in other malls, right? This mall has got a place where, you want to come and sit and work over here. You have a place where, you can sit, play your laptops and work. And
We have people across walks of life coming and utilizing some of the facilities. Like we've got a lot of students coming and doing their homeworks or attending tuitions, or some people are sitting and working. Some people are conducting interviews. See, we don't want to restrict any of these people as long as they are subscribing to our offerings. But yeah, there are some days where we cannot accommodate them because of XYZ demands. But otherwise, we don't restrict them because see, today's student is tomorrow's professional, right? So obviously, let them have that connection with our place. So we want them to feel at home. This is a very convenient place. We welcome everybody. That's how it is.
Right.
It is.
And you also have, you're right in the heart of the city. So usually MG Road is considered, any state or any city, MG Road is considered to be the heart of the city, and you are in heart of MG Road in Kochi. So when you talk about MG Road and in the heart of the city, people always think that, do I get parking? Where is the parking? Because usually it is crowded and to get into the mall. So I just parked my car over there. It's fabulous. It's fantastic. So how many parking space do you have over here?
Well, we have adequate number of parking for sure, but then any central business destinations will have this kind of a limitation when it is
Right.
Yeah. So of the space constraint basically. So I think we are able to manage that kind of challenges even on a given busiest day. Our team is well equipped to handle.
Yeah, and I think keeping within the times, you also have charging stations.
Yes.
You also have high-speed chargers installed in your parking lot. Keeping it with the pace of what the demand is.
Absolutely. So the idea is that for the evolving technology, with the evolving technology, no one should find this place to be avoided or anything. So therefore, they have to, if they come, they should have every facilities at their reach.
Right.
That's the whole purpose. So we have heavily invested on that sort of an infrastructure.
Right.
And we keep evolving on that because every new upgradation we are kind of adapting to it. So these things will happen. So we will be carefully watching our competition, also our market updates, and we will definitely try to bring everything to this particular table. Yeah.
So you spoke about competition. How do you define competition? So for me, being in the automotive field, it's very definite that I have a car, I have a competition, I know the brand. But how do you define competition for a mall?
So compared to your industry, is definitely the automotive is overcrowded. I mean, it's like overcrowded. Yeah. In shopping malls, we have very limited number of shopping malls in Kochi. Obviously, each mall has got its own size, and the size definitely matters.
Right.
Because the more the size, then you can accommodate more number
of these people, yeah.
More number of people, of course, more number of brands, and more facilities in that jazz. More events, everything more.
Yeah.
So we are definitely a decent sized mall for the kind of location where we are right now. The competition as such, when you say the new mall, when they come, probably they will be able to bring in new brands, which is currently not available in our place. That is probably we can say competition, because today with the given scenario, you might have certain brands at a certain contract validity. So obviously you cannot immediately churn out your brands.
Right.
Obviously, whenever there is a great opportunity to bring in a new brand, I have to create space.
Right.
So currently my challenge would be the space, because I won't be able to immediately accommodate a brand which is already available.
Right.
And of course, when the new brand comes to a new mall, they will also wait for how the market is going to respond for them.
Yeah.
So that they will also look at the success, or if it is a success, then they will look at the expansion.
Right.
So it takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But it works for us also, because there are many brands which are there with Seller Square, which are not available in
lot of other malls. Yeah.
So obviously this is a very unique combination.
Very unique combination.
Yeah, unique combination. I wouldn't say competition between malls, because every mall has
its own unique
proposition. At the same time, everyone has got their own catchment.
And I also think the location matters, right? You are centrally located.
Yeah.
So accessibility for people to come and spend time, because the way I see it, mall is no more a place where you come for shopping.
Yeah.
Mall is a destination.
Absolutely.
Where you come to the place, you can do shopping, you can have your food, you can watch your movie, you can do, as you said, students can do their homework, they can sit. So it's a end destination for a person.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have these facilities, then people tend. So, and one of the bigger thing would be how close am I to this place? Whether I can reach the place easily, right?
So that way we are very fortunate because we have got metro connectivity.
Yeah.
With
Oh,
for a
fantastic,
city like
yeah.
this, Kochi, people often talk about the traffic blocks and all that, but now the conveyance is, commutation is taken care. We have got metro connectivity, and like you rightly mentioned, we are at the heart of the city.
Yeah.
We have got all possible roads connecting to Center Square Mall. So that is not a challenge.
Right.
Like you rightly mentioned, we have to make sure that we are creating a fair amount of noise in the market.
Right.
So that people are always keeping Center Square on top of their mind.
Right. So how do you make that noise?
So
My next question was that, how do you make that noise?
So that's a good question. There is no right answer to this because what works for Center Square may not work for someone else. What works for Lulu may not work for
for
other
us, yeah.
organizations. So obviously, we have our marketing calendar which is set. We also track what's happening in the market. We keep updating on a daily basis. We have got a strong marketing team. So we will definitely not miss our marketing calendar. That is for sure. And we will look at the dull months, how to attract our family audience. Because
Right.
basically, for any mall, the moment you win a family audience, I
You're
think
done.
you are in the
Yeah,
game.
you're done. Yeah.
So that is the effort which is currently going on.
Right.
Touchwood, we are on the right track.
Right.
If you look at from the time of relaunch, we have been consistently growing. And we have been adding a lot of new attractions to the mall, including a proper, fully equipped family entertainment zone,
Right.
which has actually established our family connection.
Right.
Today, if you look at our third and fourth floor, which was once upon a time a very dull zone, but today, probably if you
It's crowded.
come to our mall, that's the most vibrant location.
So, yeah.
We have got complete leasing done. We have got a fantastic fine dining restaurant. In addition to that, we have got a family entertainment zone. So that's a place where you see family, kids, everyone stays there for a longer time.
Absolutely.
And they don't just come and just go, vanish. They stay. And the next option for them is the food.
Right.
Just above that is the multiplex. So third floor onwards, it's a place where you park yourself for a longer time.
Longer time.
The remaining locations, they come with a very clear purpose. They come, they do shopping, they know which brand to go and all that. So today, if you look at from ground floor to sixth floor, there's nothing you can refuse to accept.
Yeah.
Everything is ready for you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not. You don't have to go to a different place.
Right.
Once you enter Center Square Mall, it's a complete
So
mall,
everything is there.
and you can complete your day without being tired of it. So we will have to keep exciting customers. So now one thing we consistently do is that we do a lot of gratification to customers. We have a very successful customer loyalty program that we launched in 2024.
Right.
It's been a year now. You've got over 30,000 customers enrolled into it, and they are, whenever they do uploading the bills, they get a lot of rewards.
Right.
And with the rewards, they can actually download whatever shopping coupons and vouchers and things like that. So that's something which so our idea is not just making too much of noise and get crowd. What we want is to ensure that our customer, once you come in, if you have done a shopping, then you have more reasons to come back
again.
do shopping again with us.
yeah.
So we keep gratifying the customer. That's something which we do.
Right.
Other than that, usual thing with like everyone does, that we do a lot of shopping festivals where we give we give cars and buy
You have raffle draws and
and the raffle things. So these kind of things we do consistently. Today, as we speak right now, we have got a winner prize distribution going to happen in the evening.
Yeah.
That we are just going down. So with the Dandiya, some celebrations happening at the same time. We've done 2 shopping festivals recently, and both that shopping festivals winners are going to come and collect their prizes. So we'll have jewelries, diamonds, then electric scooters, and air condition. These are the kind of prizes we keep giving to customers. So from 2023 post our relaunch till now, we have given 2 cars, bikes, so many
Nice.
to the people. So
Nice.
these are the kind of things we ensure that we are not just to do business, but we are here to
For the society as a whole.
for the society. So that's
Yep.
what we do to ensure that we are on top of our game.
So Yeah,
That's
so
the whole
I think you said that, you know, when I asked you the question of what is the noise you're making in the in the market differently, and I think the best thing that the noise we would be making is the recognition, right?
Yeah.
Recently, you got awarded as what's that award? There is something very special about that award, which I would probably, you know, you would, and it's a national award. It's not a local. It's and from Economic Times.
Yes.
So I think you should be talking about that award a bit.
So I think then I'll have to connect with the Center Square Mall 2.0.
Right.
The whole recognition is for Center Square Mall 2.0. Basically, it is very difficult. I mean, it's not impossible, but it is very difficult for a shopping destination to come back into limelight. So after being cornered at some point with a lot of the COVID, the multiplex setbacks, some brands went out. With all that, we were actually going through a very rough patch. Center Square Mall was actually really going through a rough patch. But with the multiplex coming back, the promoters had this confidence and the vision that, okay, now it's the right time for us to relaunch and reinvest and all that. So they put a lot of capital into it. And with that, we made a very successful transformation. And we've got a lot of brands coming back to us. Now, there was a time that we were finding it difficult to lease out to the brands. But today we have many brands for each shop. That's a kind of luxury we are enjoying today. So we are able to kind of choose from what we want, our zoning, our preferences and choices like that. So with all that, our our footfalls have increased, our business have doubled. We have grown in every aspect, and that is not just in single digits or anything. We are plus 20%. Yeah. So this is something very unique in shopping mall industry, because from my retail experience, I have seen a lot of shopping malls, once they are out in the game,
This is
it's
difficult.
really impossible for them to come back, because by then a new competition would have really created, and the promoters would have lost the interest.
Understood. Yeah.
Whereas in our case, thanks to the Bridgeway group and the leadership, they have stuck to the commitment and they made sure it is done the way it is done today.
So the award is the best brand, which is
So exactly. So what we were part of this mall turnaround category.
yeah. Oh, okay.
So from Economic Times, we got this recognition. It is a national award. Center Square Mall has won this award under the category of mall turnaround story, the best mall turnaround story.
I think
So that is a very unique award, because you can win awards in marketing, you can win awards in this, but this is a very unique proposition.
yeah, I totally agree. So when it comes to turnaround, as you rightly said, once you're out of the market, it actually takes a lot of time and effort to bring it back. But the way you have come back in the last 2 years, I think it's a very well appreciated thing.
Absolutely.
So Cinepolis put down their operations for a few years, I guess.
Yeah.
And then it came back, and it's the only place where you have the IMAX right now.
Right.
So there is no other IMAX in Kochi.
Correct.
I think in Kerala, I think there's only 2 IMAXs, if I'm not wrong, one in Trivandrum and one over here,
Yeah,
right?
that's true, that's
So does that make a huge difference for people who are coming over here?
It made a huge impact among film lovers, because I've interacted with a lot of people, and they will have to come to Center Square Mall only if they have to experience IMAX. To be very honest, we were also not very confident how the IMAX will be received by Kochi,
Right.
because we don't have IMAX contents very frequently. But then the timing was so great. With the launch of IMAX, there has been a back-to-back IMAX contents coming, including the Interstellar re-release and all that. So we suddenly understood that the demand is so much, people are just waiting to experience it. So like you rightly mentioned, this is the only IMAX in industry right now, and it will be the only IMAX for some more time. This is what my understanding.
Right.
And it from the day one of IMAX launch, it has been a runaway success. It has actually boosted the revenue of multiplex to a great extent. Even with the flat movie admits, they are able to increase their revenues by 50%.
Very nice.
So that's a great. I mean, it's something beyond our imagination. So yes, IMAX has done a great job or Center Square Mall.
Last but not the least, I think we don't have much time on this podcast. But last but not, what next for Center Square Mall as a mall, and what next for Blisson?
So now we are not yet done yet. I mean, our 2.0 mission is still going on. We are now in the way of correcting a lot of retail zoning.
Okay.
We still have some more place to fill.
Okay.
Very consciously kept it vacant because we wanted our wish list to be filled.
Okay.
We didn't want to just fill the mall with brands
What-
that are
yeah.
there in our thing, but we also wanted we have some options
Right.
and choices. So immediately we'll be looking at filling the place with the right leasing, and very soon we will have a big space which is available on the 4th floor.
Okay.
Now, like I earlier mentioned, our 3rd, 4th and 5th floors are really buzzing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to fill with a huge space on the 4th floor.
Right.
That's about 5,000 square feet, single floor, single area.
Right.
So that's a big brand which is going to come.
right.
I'm yet to reveal to you, but then very soon you will all come to know.
yeah,
But that's an international brand again,
Right.
with 5,000 square
Right.
feet. So then there are some great brands which are in
the
pipeline for
pipeline.
the ground floor. So then once the leasing is complete, as a product we are complete.
Right.
No, thereafter it's a matter of continuous activities and creating the buzz in the market
Right.
and be on top of the game.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Anyway, super. Thank you so much. I thank you so much for being here, and for the viewers, once again, Center Square Mall is part of the Bridgeway group. And this is our series of introducing the leadership team from the Bridgeway. So we had our school leadership team interacting with us. We had the medical interacting with us. So we have now our real estate shopping mall interacting with us. So in between our regular podcast programs, we will also have this coming in. Thank you so much, Blisson, for having us. I know you're super busy. You're also going down to give some awards, I hear, to some
Yes.
people
Yes.
very soon. I will not make you wait.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wishing you all the very best. Wishing you all the very best for Center Square Mall, to you personally, and a deep amount of gratitude for what you're doing from Bridgeway, from all of us at Bridgeway. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.